What's going on, everybody? I'm Eating Things, and if you're watching this stream, it's because you have probably just watched my video on how to set up Oregon for Mira straps, and now I am going to go through a different setup on Oregon for the kitchen meeting site. I saved this one for last because you might have noticed it was not in my prior video, and that's because I wanted to spend a little extra time on it. Explain this one because a lot of people don't play this site. They find this site to be either difficult to play or, they worry about how to defend it. And I think that's because they just don't understand the value of playing the whole map. And so I'm going to just show you real quickly how this site can be a beast of a site to attack if you play it right. And so let's get started. So there's two operators I highly recommend in this site. Now, I've been doing a series on Mira for Oregon. That was my last video. And so that's why I played Mira again here. But you don't have to play Mira. If you don't want to, this site can be defended without her, but certainly Mira is a great option for the site. So the two operators I would pick would be Mira and Castle. Those two operators will really help your chances in winning the site. I do think Legion is also great, Valkyrie is great, but Mira and Castle bring a little extra to the table. Legion certainly does as well. So let's start by the site setup just a little bit here. You've seen what I've set up so far. And let me show you what I'm doing now. By adding these feet holes across the bottom of tower, you can now defend this from above, from the hatch. And this is how you defend this meeting site. I'm going to recommend also that you open up this hatch and you play a roamer down below. Now, I've set up these Miras strategically here. I've got one set up here, which allows you to peek anybody from this direction over here. I've only reinforced one wall here. Honestly, it doesn't matter which one. I kind of think I should have reinforced this wall instead of this one. And so for that reason, we're going to go ahead and reinforce this one right here. And we'll just block this whole side off right here. Bandit's really good because you can bandit that wall, that single wall over here, the single wall here, this single wall, and then one of these two walls. Or you can hit 1, 2, 3, and then the far one down there is probably the best one to get. This one here doesn't really matter if they open it or not because I can see it with the Mira. And can really prevent anybody from coming in split or coming in this wall right here. And you could also, from the Mira, fight those holes back down there. I want to be a little careful about opening this up too much because, as you can see, the way I've got it set up right now, you can't really get shot from split. And there's only a brief second they can see you when you're rotating between sites. And the reason I've got a vaultable rotate is just in case you lose one of the two sites, you want to be able to hear them if they try to go in between the other site. So that's what I've got. You could make this runnable though. I wouldn't be opposed to that. So I talked about you want to play the whole map. Having a roamer below and having a roamer above, maybe even two roamers above, makes this a really, really tough site to win. You might think, well, what if they just rush site? Well, they can't. Let me show you why. If I'm a roamer and I'm below, I'm going to be right here at the beginning of the round. If they rush into garage or try to take main lobby, then I'm here. And I am a presence for them to worry about. They now have to come down and clear me, or I can just shoot them in the back as they try to breach the wall or to take this portion of site right here. With the Mira here, you can't take this portion anyway, so this area is dead. The attackers cannot come this direction. All right? So now maybe they'll rush in here. But if I'm roaming below, I'm going to hear if they're coming on this side, and I can flank them from that over here. Or I can rotate around and late round push up this way and have a flank from here. Again, they can't really attack here safely without coming to get me. And if you put bandit on all three of these, 1, 2, and 3, then that makes it all the more difficult, because who's bringing a thermite and thatcher for this meeting room take? Like, who's doing that? There's not a lot of people that are thinking in those terms. So you're probably going to miss out on the thatcher. They're probably not going to realize to do that. If they take small tower, all right, and they take all this side of the map, which we're kind of giving them for free because we're not going to play anybody over here. So they take this side of the map. They now have to worry about this mirror right here. I guess your best bet is to use ace and break this up. But this is not really going to help you by opening this up much, because you're going to have a roamer upstairs that you're going to have to deal with that has angles on you from this hatch. Can get angles on you. Just going to open this up. Okay. And we're gonna put this right here while we're at it. There we go. And I'm pretty low on ammo, so that's pretty much all the soft destruction I'm gonna have the ability to do right now. But remember, Castle's gonna do some of these holes too, so your site setup's not impossible. So what I opened up allows you to see anybody who would come in here and plant default like here. Or anybody who would try to sneak a plant up on here. Or anybody who might try to come in through this breach right here if they were to breach this. From here, you can see the breach on the other side if they were to try to breach that. Here you can see the green door, so if they come in here and try to plant, they're dead. You can also from here see right kind of where the carpet is here. All right, maybe it's better to look at it from this side. Okay, right here is the bomb chassis, and people can plant right here, and you can deny that plant too. So there's no longer a safe spot anywhere in kitchen for anyone to plant if you play Legion up here, or if you play Castle. I recommend putting in a rotate right here, which I don't know that I can do. All right, I can't do it because I'm out of, here we go. There we go. Put in a rotate right there, and then you can castle off this. Actually, I recommend castle this, castle the other one on the other side, right here. Reinforce this. Reinforce these two walls right here, or you can reinforce one and put a rotate on the other. If you don't reinforce both of those, then you use your final reinforcement on this wall here. So it's up to you which reinforcement you want to use. Personally, I think these two walls being reinforced and only one of these back tower walls being reinforced is probably better, because your gun is going to be facing this way. And if they do try to come up here to take you, you can take gunfights this way. All right, castle this window. So we've got 1, 2, 3 castle barricades, and I'd use the 4th castle barricade down on security door. Shoot the radio. And that's your site setup right there. You've got castle and somebody to play up above here. Castle and Legion maybe to play up above. Or Valkyrie if you want to sub out Valkyrie for Legion. Or Bandit. I wouldn't recommend Bandit because he doesn't have really any soft destruction. But, you know, you can play above. You can see them coming back tower. And there's no way they can push that, because if they come in this door, they're dead. And you can see their feet and wallbang them. If you open this up with Castle Shotgun or Legion Shotgun, You're going to have even more angles. So we've just basically made the site impossible by playing the map. Plus, you can have your roamer from downstairs. Your roamer from downstairs, which could probably be bandit, could come to this hatch and shoot people who try to come in to meeting from here and get some cheeky angles on anybody who'd be coming in there, and then can flank up these stairs here and kill anyone, creating a crossfire with people that are above the hatch, calling it out. I hope you guys like this. Hopefully this helps you to play this site a lot better. Remember, this is just one of the many ways you can manipulate the map to play this site, but this site is fire. It is good. It is a good site. You just need to play above at least 2 people, one above kitchen, one above attic, so they can defend above, and you need to play somebody to protect you from small tower and somebody who's roaming below that can stop anybody from pushing meeting or push, help you with backstairs. And between those 1, 2, 3, 4 positions, you've defended this site with ease. Now you can put the 5th person wherever you want, anywhere you want. He can roam, he can stay on site and help Mira. He can play in meeting room. You could castle him off inside this security corridor. You could just sit there on cams all day like an Echo. I mean, there's so many things you could do. Hopefully this helped you, and I hope you guys like and subscribe to this channel and continue to look for more content like this one. Peace!